It all comes down to this. One game, 90 minutes, maybe more. Under the lights in Fort Lauderdale, an entire season, an entire global project hangs in the balance. This isn't just another playoff game, Jane. This is a referendum.
A referendum on what, Joe? On spending big? On bringing the world's greatest player to a league that prides itself on parity? Because right now, that parity is staring Inter Miami right in the face, and it's wearing Nashville gold.
Exactly. It's the Hollywood script versus the gritty blue-collar hymn book. And after 2 games in this best-of-3 series, the series is tied 1-1. Miami took Game 1 looking every bit the superstar team they are. But Nashville, at home, in the rain, dragged them into a dogfight in Game 2 and won 2-1. Now, it's a winner-take-all Game 3 at Chase Stadium.
And let's be blunt about Game 2. Nashville didn't just win. They exposed Miami. They were aggressive, they were intense, and they made Miami's veteran stars look, well, they made them look their age. Nashville got an early penalty and never looked back, absorbing pressure and making Miami visibly agitated.
That's the fascinating human angle here, isn't it? You have Lionel Messi, arguably the greatest to ever play the game, trying to cement his legacy in a new continent. But this isn't a one-man show. His supporting cast, the legendary Barcelona Foursome, Suarez, Busquets, Alba, they're all on the wrong side of 30. And now, a huge blow. Luis Suárez is suspended for this game for violent conduct in the last match.
That suspension is a massive story. Nashville actually submitted the play for review to the league. Suarez was caught kicking defender Andy Navarre, and now Miami's tactical setup is completely up in the air. They lose a key piece of their attack, a player who occupies defenders and creates space for Messi to operate. How they replace him is the million-dollar question.
On the other side of the pitch is a different kind of king, Hany Mukhtar. He's not a global icon like Messi, but in MLS, he is royalty. He is Nashville's engine, their creative force, and he's been consistently brilliant. This season alone, he's racked up 17 goals and 8 assists. This is his team, his league. And you can feel he relishes the chance to play David to Messi's Goliath.
And Nashville's entire system is built to be giant killers. They're defensively organized, physical, and lethal on the counterattack. In Game 2, they successfully controlled Messi for the vast majority of the match. They used man-marking, rotational fouling, and clogged the passing lanes. He didn't complete a single dribble and had just 4 touches in their penalty box.
Until the 89th minute. And that's the thing about Messi. You can control him for 89 minutes, but then he gets half a yard of space and unleashes a wonder strike into the top corner. It wasn't enough to win the game, but it was a reminder. Brilliance can shatter any system in a heartbeat.
Which brings us to the deep analysis. What if the system doesn't break? What if Nashville's head coach, BJ Callahan, has found the formula? They play a combative, aggressive style that thrives on creating chaos and capitalizing on set pieces. Miami, for all its possession-based beauty, can be vulnerable to that kind of relentless pressure, especially with older legs in midfield.
There's also the psychological ghost haunting Miami. Last season, they were the Supporter Shield winners, the best team in the regular season, and they got bounced in this exact same scenario, a decisive Game 3 at home. The pressure is immense. A second straight first-round exit would be seen as a catastrophic failure for this star-studded project.
So, what if they lose? It would send a shockwave, not just through Miami, but the entire league. It would validate the ethos of MLS, that a well-coached team with a clear identity can beat a collection of superstars. It would prove that you can't just buy a championship. And for Nashville, a team that already won the US Open Cup this year, it would cement them as an elite club in this league.
But what if they win? What if Messi, without Suarez, puts the team on his back and delivers a transcendent performance? It would be the stuff of legend. It would quiet the doubters and propel them toward the MLS Cup, a trophy this club has never won. A victory here would be their first ever advancement to the Conference Semifinals.
Ultimately, this game is a beautiful clash of footballing philosophies. Miami's fluid, star-powered attack against Nashville's disciplined defensive grit. Miami is favored at home, where they have a strong record against Nashville, but this feels different. It feels like Nashville has the momentum and the tactical blueprint. I think this goes to the wire, but I have a feeling the Giant Killers might just do it.
It's a legacy game for Messi, for Miami, and for the league itself. It's about whether the blinding light of a global superstar can outshine the collective fire of a team that simply refuses to be a footnote in his story. No matter what happens, Saturday night will be pure, unadulterated sporting drama. This podcast combines verified reports with expert analysis and narrative storytelling. Some dialogues may be dramatized for clarity, but all facts are sourced from credible media.